There she goes, back down south again for the show. Hopefully the weather will sort itself out. I love that combine, I've had it over half my life, that one. That was the first one I ever got. It's what I would say is it's the best, scruffiest looking combine you'll ever get. Right, see you later. That's a big old combine. Power flow table on that one. Look at the size of it, ugly thing, massive. There's a lovely little site for you there, look. So we've got, I mean, I never thought I'd see it like this, like my original one there at the back, that 1964, that's the one I've had for years. Done a lot of work on that over the years. 1964 Ace Super, humpback, 1960 EA shortback, and this humpback the C. I don't think there's anywhere else on the planet that you'll see this. I just don't think there is. I mean, 50 years ago it was probably a common sight, but no, don't think. In fact, I think you'd be hard pushed to see a Model C. I mean, I know another one, but you know, they're not very common at all. But anyway, it's good. I'm pleased. It's nice to see. You know, lovely old machines. I mean, look at them. The A Super is looking a little bit tired, and I'd kind of like to paint it, but I don't know. It would still do the same job if it's painted or not. So never mind. So there's a few jobs we've got to do today. My northern shed, I put a few bits and pieces in the tank on this combine, so that we can get on with a few little bits and bobs that we want to get on with. So there's the little square back combine. I've got some fingers for that. I bought some crop lifters. I've only got a set for one combine, and it'll be one of the, well, unless we buy some more, if we find them useful, they're a set for an 8 foot, so it'd be either of these two behind us, because the square back I think's got a 10 foot header on that one, and this C is a 10 foot. And yeah, there's not enough lifters. We could do with crop dividers really, which interestingly enough is what's on my class. Europa's got crop lifters on, but I haven't really done anything to that. I don't know what it's capable of yet. So that is just a machine that I'm gonna do a little bit of experiment with, because I don't know what it's going to perform like in the field. I don't want to go headlong into cutting a field and finding out it's not capable of it. I just want to be gentle with it at first and see what I can do with it. But it's got a full set of crop lifters and the corn dividers. So in a tangled valley, you know, you're on to win it. The only problem is you've got a 7 foot cut, so you've got a lot of work to do. I'm sure that's not your only problem, but you know, 7 foot cut is quite small, well, compared to what we got now. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and wash the A Super. Like I say, I've got a few bits. I've got a water sensor. My dad ordered a water sensor for me off the internet for this one, so I'm gonna fit that. I'm gonna tweak the hydraulics on this one. Well, basically I'm going to do those jobs, and then we're going to try and put the fan, and hopefully maybe even look at putting the shoe in this one, so that it's all complete again now. So that'll be nice. And as soon as it's dry, then we got the power of probably 3, maybe even 4 combines if we can get this square back one as well. So yeah, no, we're on to a winner if we can get a couple of people like me, my mate, and you know, a couple of people just to get on the machine, people who know what they're doing. You know, it wouldn't take as many minutes to cut a, you know, I think it was a 6 acre field up the village. Wouldn't take as long to cut that with these 3. And if we had another one, you know, we'd be in and out in a minute. There you go, nearly fell off then. Right, yeah, so there was a couple of slats, rattle slats that fell off that one last year. I have discovered a couple that should fit on. I've got to just modify them, because these are a fan modification that they bolt on. The original one's riveted on, but these ones changed. Just slightly easier to work with. In fact, it was the bloke who I bought that off. He'd done it. I'd never seen it on another one, but that's the only one I've seen with it. And I decided to keep it like that because it's a good idea. And I think if I ever had to do it again, I would do that as well. You just weld little bits of angle iron on it and then just cut the bottom off the edges of the wood, bottom on. Just got to tweak the hydraulics on this one as well. I say that one right behind me, it's got a bit of a leaky steering box, but basically everything on that is just ready to go. All I literally need to do with that is top up the corner box on the transmission and yeah, just top up the what's it now, steering box. Yeah, and that's about it. I'll just show the progress as we go through. Just thinking, like I say, we're hoping to have an event, this harvest event, that's why they're all here really. We're hoping to have a harvest event in a field away from here. It's away from the farm, but it's, you know, these combines and it's us doing it. You know, we're the ones trying to make it work. So just like I say, if anybody's interested in, just message me or whatever, and I'll get in touch. But you want to bring that? We're trying to get Alice kit only really. We don't need hordes of stuff. We just would like a few tractors, balers. We'd like the weather to be a bit better. Hopefully it'll be alright, you know. We're getting a bit of crap weather now, which is in a way is a good sign because it doesn't last forever and ever. I mean, in special circumstances it does, but hopefully it'll be alright. You know, it's kind of bought us a little bit of time. It's blooming windy out there now. Anyway, if you are wanting to or interested in bringing a tractor or a baler or even a combine, you know, an all-crop combine or an all-crop 40, wow, that would be excellent. That would be like out of the stratosphere good, because I've never even seen one. I've seen them in books, but that would be great. All crop 60, absolutely excellent. Really, really good if anybody could bring one of them. Tractors as well, obviously, but please just give me a bit of information about the tractor and let me know, you know, sort of like stuff you require. If you need help, then anything I can help with, and I'm like willing to try and do what I can. You know, obviously I'm pretty pushed with time and everything, and you know I'm not a multi-millionaire by a long stretch, but I will do what I can to help. Try and, you know, there's a little pub up the road from here that we do quite cheap camping, so I'll try and help sort you out with, say, somewhere to stay if you're coming long distance. But let us know about your tractor, you know, the year and the what it is, and maybe a bit about history and whatever, because we're hoping to try and get it in, you know, it's not definite, but we're hoping to try and possibly get it in a magazine, the event, like noticed in a magazine. But connected to that, it's a charity event, so it's free to get in. You know, it's a toss-up. We don't really know how. We don't want too many people coming. I mean, that's just the way. You know, we want to keep it quite sort of niche. But I think an event like this probably will be. But we've got to open it up to get people to come. And I think there's the thing where we've got to just hope it's the right. I think it'll work out. We don't want hordes of people, but we don't want no one to turn up as well. You know what I mean? But it's free to get in. But we're open to donations. And the donations are going to the Carpenters Arms, and that's they're actually a rehabilitation centre that I actually had to go there because I've had issues, to say the least, in my past, a couple of times as well, not just once. It was hideous. I'm not lying, it was horrible. But yeah, the money that. The donations obviously might cover costs and whatever for just the general stuff, but anything we make above and beyond isn't going in my pocket. It'll go to them because of the work they do, and they don't get government funding. They get basically handouts. It's a Christian organisation, so it started like, I mean, whether you believe in God or not, this is what they did. The couple who started it felt that God was calling them to go and help the lost, And they did. And it works. So, you know, something must be happening. And anyway, they helped me, and they help a lot of people, and I decided that I want to use what I enjoy doing to help that, because it's good and it's right. And I was just thinking earlier, you know, man, I've never really been suicidal or anything like that, but man, my life's been shit, like really bad at points. So I'm sure everybody, I'm not just saying it's me, I'm sure it happens to everybody, but I just want to give some encouragement. You know, I was quite depressed just like a couple of months ago, and I was just flat, man, I was horrible. I don't even know why, it was just a really groggy time and I just felt cruddy. But I feel a lot better now all of a sudden, and I just want to encourage you, you know, you might feel crap today, you might do, but it doesn't mean you have to feel crap tomorrow. But on the same token, it ain't just going to happen. You have to make the right choices. You can't just expect happiness to come your way. You have to choose it. Because if you feel miserable and choose to drink yourself stupid every day, well, guess what? Tomorrow's going to be crap. And it will be. That's where your choices lie. Are you gonna dwell on, are you gonna let the crap dictate to you what you do? Or are you gonna say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna choose the right thing. And it's a difficult thing sometimes, but it's the right thing. And yeah, and here I am. I mean, I'm not saying my life's perfect, you know what I mean? Far from it in a sense. But I enjoy my life and I'm happy. You know, I ain't got nothing really. I ain't got a pot to piss in. I've got these combines, I enjoy them. I'm single. You know, I ain't got a lot. You know, in the world's eyes, I ain't got a lot, but I'm happy. And what I do, and I'm happy now anyway. And if I make the right choices now, then tomorrow will be good. But that, just thought I'd leave that with you anyway. You know, I want to preach to you forever, because that's not what the channel's about. But I just thought I'd share that with you, and that's the vision for this event, really. Okay, I'll show you something in a minute. Yeah, we're going to try and put the fan back in. We ain't got much clearance on the bottom, but we had to put it on a bit of a slope. Some logs behind the wheels. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll see this one. Lovely to drive this one, really superb. Absolutely corporate combine. I mean, you couldn't get better. It's just absolutely tip top. Yeah, I don't think there's enough clearance there, but you had to put it underneath. What if we have it there and lift it up at the back? Yeah. If we can. I'll put the Model A at the front, yeah? This old girl in the front shed. It's all coming together though. It's looking good. So I've got the key, so I use this special key that does a little trick that most of us know. Just had to bypass it. It's not. I don't even know where I put it. I put it on a combine. I hid it so that kids can come and play with my combine. But then I found I can't even use my combine because I lost the key. It's there somewhere, but I just don't know where. I can't find it anywhere. So there you go. It's just one of them things, isn't it? You just got to live and learn, don't you? Okay. Yep. Got a little bit of an issue. We noticed that we are not going to be able to do it. We're not going to be able to do the fan housing tonight. We was hoping to get it in, but we'll get it in Monday night. Almost definitely. I mean, I'll have Sundays off generally, unless I'm really stuck. But I like to have Sundays off because I think we do need a rest. I had last night off as well. I did work after work last night. I had a chill out, and I ended up actually more knackered because I ended up going out with my mate. But this combine's running beautifully well. I'm really impressed with it. I mean, listen to that engine. It sounds so good. Like, great. I mean, listen to it. It's not putting a foot wrong, is it? I'm so pleased with it. 2 weeks ago, if you'd have spoke to me pleased with that engine, I'd have been like hideous. But now, listening to that and all the work we put into it, it's all paid off, I think. I'm pretty confident with it now. I mean, listen to it. There's no leaks that I can find anywhere. It's just bone dry. And you can hear it's running nice. It's holding good pressure. So far anyway, obviously it hasn't reached full temperature yet. We'll see in harvest, but I'm pretty confident, you know. I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket right away, but I'm pretty confident that it's a damn good engine. And yes, a bloody good combine. You know, driving it around here, even just driving it around here, it's sweet as a nut, man. With it, the power steering pops and that, the power steering is just so nice. It's just ridiculously nice combine. You got to, you know what, as well, you sit up there, you can see everything. It's not like when you sit, you know, I don't want to put other machine makes down, but you look at similar combines of the age. I mean, Matadors were pretty good, but they had fixed headers, most of them, unless you modified them. I mean, come on, what a pain in the ass. You've got a 12-foot header and it's stuck on there. Really? What are you going to do with it when you've got to get through the middle of bloody Henley-on-Thames or something like that when the regatta's on? Because I know somebody who had to do it years ago. You got the place 103, good combine. You sat down low, you got a tank behind you, you can't see nothing. You got, well, I mean, as much as I love my Europa, you can't see nothing behind you. There's nothing. You just got no hope. Ransom's 902, a lovely combine. I absolutely love them. They're great. I mean, I love seeing them working. I think they're awesome. But you can't see anything. You sat on that. You sat close to the edge when you're driving down the road. You ain't got a clue what's coming. You know the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are going to be coming behind you, and you wouldn't know about it until it was too late. But anyway, yeah, I digress. Right, lovely combine. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. So that's basically it for the day. I had a bit of a heavy night last night, not in a bad way, but you know, I didn't get much sleep and I went to see my mate, so I just ended up just not sleeping that much last night. And there you go, never mind. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. It's really going well. I did a little video of it driving back in the shed when he comes back. So yeah, I'll see you Monday, probably. See you later. Yeah, sorry I didn't show you a video of me driving this seat-in. Got the seat-in. I'm just enjoying it too much. I'm going to be bothered to film it. But I just decided to run this Model A up, the A Super, because I wanted to see. I thought the drum chain was a bit knackered, but I thought when I was listening to it, it sounds alright. I'll have a walk around in a second. bad noise out of place on this one. This is the board that I took to the Rampstone show, not last year, the year before. It's been sat in the grain tank of that combine, just getting wet. But obviously we never used it. We got it all ready, but it never used it last year because I just didn't have the need to. But yeah, I took this one to the short back to Rampstone, and that one as well. See that? See how bright? See how they looked then when I first got it? You know, it was a bit crazy, isn't it? It's all see how I look, flipping heck. I actually, if you look close, I actually got dreadlocks. Flipping nutter. But that's, you know, see how colourful it was then, and how it. Flipping out, you look at it now, all the fading, it's faded so much. I can't even remember. You know, when I bought it like that, I thought it was really drab, but it had started to go, and I improved it. I mean, look at how white that is. See, so the combine then was 39 years old. Well, I'm 40 now, and I thought it was ancient. But the amazing thing is, I've had that for over a third of its life now, that combine, and I've had it for over half of mine. And that picture there is that's it when I found it. That's what that one I was just running looked like when I found it. But with a bit of TLC, I had to put new wood on the reel, and I mean, you can see my dreadlocks there. Look. Come on, shit. Show him. There you go, look, yeah. They weren't really long, but they were dreadlocks. They all matted up and that. And I thought, you know what, I thought I looked really good. But I could not do it now. I could not live like that now. It's just too much. Do you know what people pretend it's like a casual thing having dreadlocks? Trust me, it is much more than your life is worth, because it's actually, like, people are like, oh yeah, I'm casual, I don't care, or, you know, all that sort of thing. But it's just a load of bravado rubbish, because it's just so hard. But anyway, let's talk about combines. Yeah, so anyway, that's it when I bought it. And you know what? I had the shock of my life when I was sat in that combine, because a train went whoo right behind me, and I was just like, whoa, flipping heck. It was right behind the band there. I was just flipping heck. I wasn't expecting that coming. And you know, when I turned up to see that, I thought, flipping heck, what am I doing to myself? Because I was expecting it to be, you know, I wasn't expecting it to be in quite bad that condition. But it was the only one I could find at the time, and I stuck with it. The intention was to paint it and everything. It was just a project to paint and go through. And it was just a learning curve, because I was getting bored of just sitting around my mates' houses, just, you know, just not really doing anything, you know, playing computers and that. I find it boring. Yeah, and bit by bit it took place. I cut my hair, and yeah, and things started to come together. I mean, that was me, trying to think now, yeah, 21 years ago. Flipping out, it's just mad how the time flies, isn't it? That's what it, that picture there is actually like a sort of like panned out view. That's how it's sat. It got the bloke I bought it off, a bloke called Pete Hendon, and he used to take, he had two, well, he had a few of them actually, different ones that he had over the years, but cleaners. And he actually, when I bought it, you can't see it in the photo here, but he had a tow hitch on it. And he used to tow a caravan to Dorset Steamfair from where he lived. This photo was taken near Stonehouse, Gloucestershire, where he lived. But I think his wife started to present to him a case for getting rid of the combines, basically, because she wasn't as in love with them as he was, and I think she was feeling her that he was dividing his loyals. I shouldn't say too much, really, but obviously, you know, we all know the difficulties from varying degrees that we have with our lady friends, you know, and then they don't really take kindly to sharing us with combine harvesters and stuff. From my experience, anyway, that's why I'm single, and I have been for ages, and looks like I will be for a little while yet. But there you go. Never mind. Things might change soon. You never know. Miracles do happen, and yeah. But so, like I say, I mean, that's how I found it. Within a couple of weeks, I had it all. Well, I had it started going. Look, my hair was a little bit longer, and yeah, I cleaned all the grease off it. Slightly better wheels, slightly better tyres. Started getting the front end done on it. I mean, mate, that was the summer of love. That was. Look at it. Back in the day. You know what I say? I did intend on painting it originally, but I just realised, it sort of dawned on me that actually, no, it doesn't really need it. It doesn't really need it. It's just an old combine, and you just keep it like it is. It does the job it does. I'm absolutely shocked at how, you know, in the last 20 years, how much the paint has deteriorated on it. Even though I sprayed a lot of Waxall and stuff on it to try and preserve it, but it's just, you know, the weather just gets it, and that's all there is to it. And like I say, I'm kind of toying with the idea of bending the golden rule. My golden rule is you don't paint the machine unless it absolutely needs a full restoration, because you are, if you're bringing it back to life from a complete wreck, and it needs painting, because obviously, you know, you got to reinstate everything. But for a machine that is actually held its original character while continuing to work pretty much. Although this one nearly, like I say, I saved it from scrap. It was weak from scrap. It was going to go, and I saved it. And but there was nothing. You know, it was only mechanical issues in the sense of bearings and belts, and you know, just stuff like that. Whereas there was no bodywork issues. So unless there's real serious bodywork issues, why are you painting it? And even now, it doesn't actually need painting. The only reason why I paint it is to make it look nice. And the bottom line is, looking nice doesn't make it perform any better. But anyway, I'll leave you to it. I keep saying I'll see you later, but I will go now because I've got to go home and have a chill out. But have a nice Sunday afternoon, and yeah, all's good. All's quiet on the Western Front. Right, see you later. Bye.